And this is revolutionary because some said, well, it's not belief, it's really a quantum effect in medicine, that the homeopathy works, the quantum effect, and of course the strings theory always predicted that homeopathy has to work this way, and this kind of nonsense. Homeopathy works better if you just, without belief and without disbelief, because disbelief is an active barrier. Of course, it's an active barrier, but belief is also an active barrier, because belief is something that you already have. And disease wants to get you out of this loop. Yes? So what is the most common disease for a computer? Huh? A virus, and what? But when do you see what's happening? Like, what's the most obvious and most common symptom? What's the most common symptom of a computer? It happened for you, every one of you, probably 10,000 of times already, right? You got mad about it, but you never thought about what's actually happening. What is happening? What do you see when a computer has a problem?
System breakdown.
System breakdown, but what is he doing? What is happening? Well, stop. You move your mouse, nothing happens anymore. There's only this wait sign, and this is very good now. This has really improved. It's really improved. It stops more often, so you have more time to take a break and all these things. It really gives you much more free time, yes? And it also tells you what's really happening. Yeah? And then the screen gets a little more light, yeah? Like this, so positive now, yeah? The vista is really. So anyway, what is this meaning? If you know, this is like, it's the same wait sign, but if this wait sign doesn't stop anymore, what does it mean? The system is in an informational, not block, the opposite. It's in an informational infinite loop. It's repeating the same internally. If you know a little bit programming, it's repeating the same loop, informational loop, again and again and again. And this is the same reason why we get sick. And the same method we need, that a computer needs to get healthy, we also need. What is this? It doesn't take any input. That's what you do when you go to a psychiatrist. He gives you new input, and you say, "Oh my God!" And then in the end, you pay $400 or what? Yeah, and they think you give you new input. How do you? This is nonsense. You cannot type anything in the computer. If he's in this state, he doesn't take anything. What do you need to do?
Reset.
Reset. Exactly. And this is what we need to do with our clients. And this is a whole science. I'll talk more tomorrow, a few hours about this, because it's really a new science. It's a new way of seeing healing. And we do this all in different forms, but it's all unconscious. It means unknowingly, without a system. We just do it. Of course we do it, but we don't know what we are doing and why we are doing it. So, so now, still talking about the same question. How do we become more intuition? What do you do when you want to be intuitive? Let's say you want to really find out what to do in this difficult situation, or you want to find out what would be the best thing for this person, for your client. What do you do practically?
Focus on it?
Focus.
No. You put it together in a state of trance.
In a state of trance, that's good. Also focus is good. But
What did you say?
Trance.
Yeah.
Yes, but what is trance? Again, we have all these words, but then what is it? Dili? Exactly, Dili. DD between what polarities? You can always say the answer to any question is DD, but then if you want to think more, you have to ask, what are the two polarities? The answer to every question, the answer to the solution to any question is more DD. So, but then the next question is between which polarities?
Relax, attention, and attention, relax.
Attention, focus, and then relax. Focus, relax. This is creating a trance state. You go from one extreme, and the more quickly you can do this, the more successful you are in creating this hypnotic state. Like, for example, you do hypnotherapy, you say, now focus on this, focus on this, focus on this, and relax. Focus and relax. Focus and relax. Yes? So, if you really internalize this, then you are in this hypnotic state. And then you are a medium. And to the degree that you can do this, you are a good medium. You can do many techniques. They're all about creating a dealing between different polarities. Like, for example, if you know this magic eye pictures, you look at those pictures, and if you just look at them like focused, you just see a scrambled pattern. But how do you get to see something in this magic eye pictures? How do you do this? How? Relax, but what is the polarity between? There's always, the answer to all questions is polarity, a dynamic polarity between two extremes, lability and stability. But what type? What's the form? Well, basically, you have to focus, but not on the picture. You have to focus on some point either behind or in front. So you have to have focus, but at the same time you have defocus. Because we are trained, when we say look at this, we look at this, yes? Our focus is here. But here we are asked to look at something, but to defocus. So to look, and to defocus. So it's a dealing between the two sides. And this is exactly what is the challenge of our life. We have to focus and to defocus. We have to want and not to want. We want to have and not to have. And this is the challenge. And like the monks who thought that they can get spiritual enlightenment by giving up, they're just as far away from the truth than those who want to have, want to have. Just like the people who want to give up and give up and give up. Because there is no polarity, there is no life, there is no dynamic interplay between the polarities. So it's a solution even to the spiritual quest. Yeah? Well, what's the best technique? That's the wrong question, because only if you can have a technique and then you can give it up, have the technique, give it up, then you become a master. And then you, in any respect, that's why any master, he has to learn, of course, all the technique, but then he has to be able to give it up at any moment. Then he has to come back to the technique, and then step back again and give it up. And a true master is constant interplay between having it, having it not. And the moment where you think, now I have it, you lost it. Yes? And this is so amazing. I mean, it totally turns your life around, because when you ask, well, should I do this or should I do that? What's the answer? What's the answer? Now you have the answer to all questions. So what's the answer? If I should do this or I should do that? If you think about this, I can actually say we have 20 people watching here we have this online trend. This is also, it shows just time and space is not real, so hello everybody out somewhere in the world. It's real time on the internet. It's amazing. So we have more people listening out there. It doesn't take any more energy on you. So you get it all for free. No entrance fee, because it doesn't cost me anything. But you don't have the tea breaks.